So, hello everyone. Welcome back to our Lost Minds of Fandelver stream. We are on our 10th episode. Exciting! Everybody cheer and say stuff.
Huzzah! Oh my God! Hold
We're
on.
on our 10th episode. Exciting!
Get
Everybody
him.
cheer and say stuff. Okay, now that we have the stream not playing back to you guys,
Yay!
we can get back to we're not in as much of a rush. So let's do a what's everybody drinking.
Our kill
Or-
sheets. Psst.
Awful. I am drinking some Stone Arrogant Bastard tonight.
The blues of moons.
Thanks. Like,
Vandermill hard apple.
Nice. And for the two
Yeah,
other
wait.
foods, what are you reading?
water in a Valpo
Yeah.
cup.
No, but
And I
what,
made cookies.
What are you reading?
what are you
Oh,
reading?
I'm reading a romantic suspense book. I don't remember the name of it.
Probably has vampires in it.
And
It
werewolf.
doesn't actually, although vampires are pretty awesome. They always make the best romantic suspense, though. It's not so great.
I'm on the second book of the Wheel of Time series.
Yeah.
The Great Hunt, I believe
Ooh,
it's called.
show them what you found.
Oh.
I'm reading the Dragon's Hand right now.
Cool.
So I found this little ditty.
I think that's what it's
It's
called.
signed by, which is sweet, and I got it for $5, and it's worth like 40. So.
Nice.
Whoops.
I'm reading the second book of the Aragon series right now,
Still.
on and off.
Is that like the king of Lord of the Rings?
That's the dragon. It's
Yeah.
that dragon thing.
Right. You know he wrote that when he was like 16?
Yeah,
That's madness. That is just madness.
it's really good. Anyway, let's get into it. I'll do the quick recap since we've been off for a week and most of you guys forget what happens in that short of a time period. So, 2 weeks ago, you guys went into, well, you went back into, I should say, the Red Brand hideout. The time you guys got in there, however, the Red Brands were picking everything up and trying to get out. You disguised yourself as Red Brands, infiltrated with some good convincing, paired up with an unknown creature for a short battle, put him to sleep, stole his treasure, and continued trying to find Glassstaff. By the time you guys, the main party found Glassstaff, Cyrus and her band of dwarves had caught up coming the other direction down the tunnel, and were engaged with Glassstaff and were suffering heavy losses. But you guys got there in time, cleaned up the remainder of the people there, including Glassstaff, who is now dead, lying face down in the dirt, with Cyrus standing over him. Other than that, last week we did get together with the group, so we're not going to go over the logistical things that we did, but we did resolve what Tanis picked up in the treasure chest, as far as what she picked up, so she has that and it will probably come into play. We also resolved XP, so we won't be doing that on stream, and we can get right into it. So, what's everybody doing right now? And I can set it back up if you'd like.
So we're still like over their dead body, right?
I mean, you guys are still in the cave, and Cyrus is still standing there, kind of just breathing heavily and just looking down on Glassstaff's body right now.
I'm wondering if she can still ask questions to the guy with the bolt through his neck.
She's kind of been mumbling under her breath for a little bit right now. She's kind of out of it.
Well, so how long has it been since I found this treasure thing?
Like 10 minutes maybe.
Okay, and we're no longer in danger. I wasn't here last time, so I don't remember exactly the situation.
Yeah, you guys found the treasure, continued down the tunnel, out of the Red Brand hideout. You clashed with Yarno and the bugbears. You guys cleaned them up, killed the bugbears. I think you guys looted the bodies at that point, but I'm not sure. So it would kind of be dependent on what's in your inventory, and I could tell you if yes, you did, or no, you did not.
We did.
Have I yet asked?
Yeah, we looted everybody.
Did you also? I don't remember you guys doing glass.
I found a letter.
There's a letter and the staff. That's all you guys got, right?
Yeah.
Can I go back and loot the monster?
He's asleep right now. He's not actually dead.
Well, he's not asleep. He's only asleep for like a minute.
Right. So he's not asleep anymore. So he
Gotcha.
might just be pissed.
We should probably get out of here then.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. One quick second. I have to. Who actually searched Glassstaff's body?
I think I did.
Your stuff.
Can I have you just roll an investigation check again, real quick?
Sure.
Wasn't it Annie? Or wasn't it Cyrus?
No, I did because I found a letter on his body.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody else did also, but I know I did.
I have a key.
Best
I think I got that off the big bugbear.
19.
You know the-
Okay. So, while you're searching his body some more, I mean, you found the letter, you found the staff, you got those 2 items, I believe. You also find a small travel pack satchel. Inside, you find 180 silver squares. You
Okay.
find 130 golden pence.
Okay.
You find one about inch diameter pearl. So right inch diameter pearl. You find 2 green stones. They're gemstones, but they're uncut. But they're a bright green.
That pure uncut shit.
Best way to take heroin.
You also find 2 scrolls. They're each in a scroll case. You can make out one of them. Actually, just give me an investigation check for both of them.
Same thing. 19.
19. Okay. So the one of them you recognize as a scroll of fireball.
Fireball.
Is that like how to make the recipe?
We're getting drunk.
And the other one you recognize as a scroll of charm person.
That's what you use
At this
Fireball
point,
for.
Yeah.
Can I
And
take out
freezing.
this scroll
Oh, nice, Jeff.
see if she recognizes that?
What?
I said at this time, can I take out the scroll that I found and see if she recognizes that as well? Because it was something that I couldn't recognize, if
Sure.
memory serves.
Also, in that, so there's a silk pouch. It's got the 2 uncut green stones. It also has 5 uncut reddish orange gemstones.
Put them all together and it makes brown.
It sounds like the start to a Captain Planet TV show.
Money, money, money.
All right, so I hand I hand Kaylin the other scroll to see if she recognizes it.
Okay. And roll a wisdom check.
Just straight wisdom.
Yep, just straight wisdom.
11.
You're not coming through her.
It holds magical power, but you do not.
Nope, I lost all of that.
Your mic is not coming through at all, Eric. See the mouth moving.
You actually have to learn how to read.
I hear you there. Except now your cam's frozen. Don't worry, guys. We've done this before.
Yeah, I know.
We know what we're doing here. Our DM lives on Zach technology.
Yeah, apparently. Hey guys, sorry about that. The computer got weird for a second, so I had to
Yeah,
try to get it back.
we're still
Do
missing.
you need me to T9 you the startup process?
That's good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, yeah, well, we lost our one viewer. Thanks, guys.
You
Did we really?
still in there.
That's hilarious. Okay, so anyway, what I had said was that you recognize it as a spell scroll, but other than that, you do not know anything about it.
Sorry, Tannis, I don't know what this is.
Well, disappointing, but I didn't recognize it either, so I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
I agree with Varian, though. Didn't he mention we should probably get out of here soon?
GTFO.
So I mean, you
I don't know exactly what they are.
like while you guys are doing this, I mean, Cyrus is still. I mean, she's kind of muttering. She's now sitting on the ground, just kind of deep in thought.
Do we know anything else about this Glassstaff guy? I mean, he seems like kind of an enigma.
Did I read you guys?
Or at least to me.
Did I read you guys his letter I found on him? I don't think I did.
I think you did. I don't remember what it said, and I
Read it again.
wasn't able to rewatch.
I can't read it verbatim, but
I can. So what the letter says is, Lord Albrecht, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandalin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Yarno. Don't disappoint me. And it's signed with a black spider logo, like a signet ring. But it was pressed in ink and then rolled across the bottom of the page.
Emo
So
Spider-Man.
do you guys think this is Yarno or this is the black spider person?
Was the seal broken on the letter?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
How would we read it?
Then I'm assuming
There
it
was-
was Yarno.
When it said "Don't fail me, Yarno," it sounds like he's talking to Yarno, not Yarno doing the talking.
Right, but if the letter's been opened, it means it was received.
Right.
Yeah, so that happy staff is Yarno.
So Glassstone is Yarno? We've been looking for him.
Happy staff.
Can I inquire towards Cyrus to see what's going on? Why is she muttering?
Roll an insight check.
That's never good.
While he's doing that, is there anything about this guy that would designate him as being Yarno so that we don't have to like take his head with us to show Sildar?
10.
I feel like the staff would probably be good enough.
But Sildar doesn't know him as Glassstaff.
Oh, true.
I mean, roll an intelligence check. And as far as your insight, I mean, all you can glean from that variant is that, you know, this has been something that's been weighing on her for over a year, and now that weight is lifted, she doesn't really know what to do. She's kind of in shock right now.
What does this dude in front of us, the glass staff that we're thinking is Yarno, look like? What does he look like?
Roll an intelligence check.
It's just straight intelligence, right?
Yes.
I got a 17.
Wait, I have to roll it too?
Yes, you do. You're looking for different things.
I can't just look at him?
Yeah, he's just laying there.
Well, but
He's covered in a lot of blood.
is to remember what you were told about Yarno.
Okay, well, I rolled really badly, but I do remember because I took really good notes.
Okay, well, then what are you looking for, I guess?
Yeah,
what do
sure
you remember?
Well, so I have written down that Sildar's friend Yarno was investigating Tressendar Manor. He's looking into the Red Brands, and he's a shorter human with dark hair and a beard. So what I was wondering is, the dude in front of us, is he a shorter human with dark hair and a beard?
He appears to be. He has dark shoulder-length hair. He does have a large beard. He's dressed nicely, as you believe is probably his custom. He's carrying a staff, and he has used magic.
I would guess it's
I know that Sigurd has crayons. Why doesn't he just sketch artist him?
He doesn't have crayons, does he?
Or sorry, ink.
no.
Did I discover if there's anything we could use to identify him to Sildar?
We have this letter.
You have the letter. You have his description. As far as any, insignias or anything on his clothes, he doesn't wear any.
Take his underwear.
Yep.
Ew. Really?
But you do have most of his possessions right now. I mean, you have his staff, you have his travel bag, things like that. Also, if you want, you can add a satchel to your equipment. You're just going to put everything in your own bag? Okay.
He has any identifying marks on his body, like tattoos or scars or birthmarks that we know?
Roll an investigation check.
You had to go across the room again. God damn it, Zach.
6.
You take a quick look at him. There's not that much defining, on his hands, arms, face.
Look closer.
I mean, I say we just take what we have and leave before that monster catches up with us, or any more red brands start trying to come out through the tunnel. We have to deal with them as well. Like, you searched the body pretty well and found pretty much all that we can.
I mean, should we try to take him with us if it's really that important?
We're just gonna carry a body through the city.
Why not? Or, I don't know,
You
roll in
guys-
a cloak.
Carry him to the tunnel entrance and leave him there and come back.
Come back if Sildar needs proof or wants proof.
He should just take our word for it. We have all the information that we need to describe exactly what we did and what has been done.
All right, well, let's head out then and go rendezvous with Sildar then. Unless we have something else we need to do up here. We'll just grab Cyrus and go.
Looks like the little one doesn't want to leave.
What about
She's
town
easier to
morale?
carry.
I don't
So,
want to leave her behind.
When you say she doesn't want to leave, she stands up and kind of thoughtfully wants you to help her bring the body to the town. She wants to,
Yarno's body?
yeah, she wants to show the town that they don't have to be afraid anymore.
Does the
That's what I-
does the town know his face as the big bad guy?
You don't know. Or are you asking?
Are there?
I'm asking her.
She says probably not.
Then why? What's how do what if we're just taken as murderers, not as their savior?
She just says she thinks it's the right thing to do. Should put a face to the name and show that the threat is dead.
Are there still dwarves up here with us?
There are still 2 dwarves standing. Most of this time they've been kind of over their dead. There were 3 that were killed in the tunnels. So the what you assume to be the leader kind of this group is staying while the other dwarf took off down the tunnels.
Oh, we have rope, and his ropes can make some sort of like sled to drag him along on, so we don't have to worry about carrying him the entire way.
There's only one dwarf
Yeah,
left.
but I agree with
And
Varian.
there's only one dwarf. Yeah.
Either.
I
I
mean,
think it was Varian.
now if I think about it, I think if all of us are there, we do have some connections in this city between. I feel like between the party that I think our word would be. People would believe that we're honest from the people that we know, but
What
it's up to you guys.
do the dwarves have a religion?
They could. I mean, you can't tell
Can I
at them.
I want to go over and talk to the dwarf captain and see if I can administer some form of last rites for his fallen comrades. It might keep him a little bit in better steading with us when we come wandering back with a dead body, for him to say that yes, indeed, this dude sucked and we killed him for a reason.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you go over to him, and he's closing the eyes, removing the weapons of his fallen comrades.
Can I help with that?
Oh, you can.
All right. I'm gonna go do my version of. I don't even know. I'm just gonna say a little silent prayer over the top of each one of the bodies and make sure they're positioned in such a way that they can be retrieved for burial by the townsfolk.
All right, and Carrick, are you the one with the rope?
Before that, the dwarf turns to you. He says, "It means a lot. We didn't have much, and well, it means a lot."
You guys had our backs. We've got yours. Thank you.
If we are gonna take glass staff out, should we also pull out the doors out of this exitway, bring them outside at least? Is that a thing? Should we do that?
Yeah.
How far are we from the exit?
When you say that, the dwarf chimes in. He says, "I've already sent Emmerich to go get the others. They'll be here soon to pull us out. We'll give them a proper burial. But fuck those assholes."
Sure.
All right, let's grab this dude. Let's get out of here.
All right, who has the rope to sort of tie him up and be able to pull him or whatever we were gonna do?
I got rope. I got lots of rope.
All right, go figure out the most efficient way to tie him up so we can drag him into town.
All right. I'll tie him up with my rope.
All right, you make quick work of it. By the time you're done, kind of tying up, a makeshift sled, with his cloak and around him to drag him, the other dwarves have returned and they take two apiece and they pick up one of the bodies, with the captain and the one that ran off to go get the others, taking the last body, and they slowly march down the tunnel back towards town. Actually, hold up. No. The dwarf comes over to you, Sigurd, and says, "Oi, we're a man short. Could you lend us a hand?"
Sure.
So you and he pick up the last one. They actually didn't have enough guys left. You guys pick up the last dwarf and head out the tunnel.
And are the rest of us following with the glass staff now?
Since Sigurd left, I pick up the ropes and I'll start dragging his body out of the tunnel.
What's your strength?
The best.
The most amount. He has the most.
It's a 10. It's 10. It's as high as my fingers go. That's got to be good.
All right, you struggle a little at first, but once you get him going, you're fine.
Yeah.
So are we going to the center of town or what?
I think should we head directly to where Sildar is, or where we last saw him?
I feel like Cyrus has the most connection here. She should tell us where to bring this body.
She suggests the town square.
To the town square.
So the dwarves are already headed that direction, so you basically just follow them. As you are making your way down, you're coming out of the north side of the hill where the manor is and walking around back to the road and down to town. Up near the manor, though, Darren and the few townsfolk that he does have are coming back out of the manor because the sign that was left and told them to turn back, don't come any further. So they're just waiting for a signal. They see your group and head kind of on an intercept coming down the winding path from the manor. And they kind of see that you're headed towards the center of town, so they're headed that way as well.
Are they far behind, or how? Or
it looks like you guys will probably hit the town square a little ahead of them, but not by a lot.
Aaron, you're leading the mob.
Do we notice they're behind us?
I mean, you guys notice them coming down the hill. They're not behind you, per se.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to Darren and fill him in on everything that happened.
Okay. So you take away from the group and head up to see Darren? Okay.
I am not slowing down my walking because I don't want to have to start to try to re-drag this body.
Momentum.
I'm using all the momentum I can get. It's downhill, right?
He's just rolling. He's just rolling.
It's kind of flat, kind of up, kind of down, and it's kind of rolling hills where you guys are at. There's not like a direct path from where you are.
I could just see Carrick running in front of the rolling body, trying to get away from him.
We'll petroleum jelly on the bottom to help it slide along.
Gross.
What are you saying to Taryn?
I'm just gonna fill him in on everything we saw in the caves and killed, and most importantly, the fact that Yarno / Glasstaff is dead, and that's him being dragged down the hill, and that we told
Quite efficiently.
Yeah,
Like down the hill.
efficiently and gracefully down the hill, and why we told him and the rest of the mob to turn back because of the creature that's in there.
Roll a perception check.
8.
So as you are walking and talking and telling him, he just seems to be absorbing it, and his pace kind of quickens, and he's trying to get, meet the group as you guys hit the center of town. But I mean, you guys still have like 300 feet to go. So, I mean, he is quickening his pace, but it's still going to be a little bit before you guys actually get to the center of town. But he doesn't say anything back to you. He's kind of focused and moving forward.
So we were gonna take this body to town to show everybody that the Red Brand leader is defeated and there's gonna be less to fear from them in the future, etc. How do you feel about that?
A good cause. It could work. Could get these people back on their feet. Remove the fear. Just have to see how they take it. It's the good news I've been waiting for, but I feel I'm a little different minded than they are.
Do you think the townspeople like the Red Brand?
No, but I may be more apt to violence than they are. They might have wanted to see a trial.
Well, there wasn't really much time for that.
I understand. So you guys hit the center of town. The dwarves are there. They're taking their men to Sister Gareli at this point to start preservation process on the body to get them ready. Sister Gareli is frantically working, going from person to person. Sigurd, she asks you to assist her in the rites if you have time.
If we're in center of town, I'm gonna drop the ropes and sit down on the ground and pop my bottle of port in any storm and take a drink.
Okay. Let me just check something on that.
Oh, no. Is it going to turn him into a boat?
Yeah!
Can you go sit in water before you drink this?
So,
Yes.
Carrick, you take a big long swig. It's incredibly smooth when it first hits your mouth, and it has an excellent taste. And as soon as it's you've swallowed it, and a couple seconds later, it is just aggressively awful. Just a pungent.
Oh, so it's tequila. Okay. Got it.
I mean, it is a wine, but it leaves you with just a kind of a rancid, kind of terrible aftertaste.
Okay, so I act like it's really good still, and then ask Brandon if he wants to take a sip too in celebration.
I need you to roll a deception check.
Oh no, I'll just take it. It looks really good. It looks real good.
Like a man! Yeah.
So you take a nice long swig, same thing. Like it's incredibly smooth to start. It tastes fantastic, and then once it's out of your mouth, it just awful.
I spit it out and it goes all over Carrick's shirt.
Well, I use prestidigitation to clean myself off, and then...
Yeah, and then I hold the bottle out. Does anyone else want some?
Yeah.
All right, so now that we're in the town square, who's all in the town square to see us drag this body from afar?
Well, it's the 20 or so townsfolk that were with Darren, Carrick, Kalen, Varian, Sigurd, Tanis, Sister Grayle's helping the dwarves. There's the 3 dwarves that are dead. There are the 4 other dwarves and the dwarven leader. But looking around, there is no Cyrus.
No, nobody. And then I take another drink and then actually hold it down this time and then give it back to Carrick.
So if Kaylin explained to Darren, does that mean the 20 or so townspeople that are with him know what happened, or are they sort of looking at these bodies going, what the hell?
Yes. I mean, so they're kind of all mumbling to each other, talking about what happened, and some of them are crowding, trying to take a look.
My phone died.
Your phone died? I didn't plug it into a charging port.
When I get the bottle back, I just figure I'm already pot committed, so I take one more long pull as well.
Hey, Carrick, would you consider this port to be smoothest and or most mixable? Because it sounds like it's both, and I'd like a try.
Yes.
Did
I
it
couldn't
come in
even-
a
More
plastic bottle?
apt description than that.
Did it come in a plastic bottle? Because that's really the cap right there.
I'm going to
Actually, in a dark
pour a
box,
little into this
black bottle.
cap and shoot it.
What'd you say, Eric?
No, it's in a smoky black bottle. And Sigurd, you try it, and it's actually, for you, it's not that bad. You've had much, much worse.
So Gordon's is going classy.
Guys, I like that. I'm not diving into pools after that one.
So are we waiting for Steve to come back? Should we keep going?
Tell him we should take some of it to the other dwarves that helped us. If he actually likes the taste of it, maybe they will too.
I don't know that I'd say I like the taste. I would say that I've had worse.
I've been drinking at this point. That all sounds the same to me.
But enough.
Where did anyone know where Cyrus went?
Huh. No, I haven't seen her.
Didn't she want to bring this body here?
She did. Did she not follow us down? Does anybody remember her leaving?
She's really small. She's really easy to miss.
In fact,
Tanis, where does she keep chasing off to with you? You guys kept visiting this all over the place by just the 2 of you.
Well, I didn't go with her, but she wanted to see her aunt. And we also went to the place with all the guns that I can't think of the real name. We could check there.
All the guns?
Yeah, that was empty. Had been
guns.
stolen.
bows.
Bows, guns,
I call
weapons.
dibs on going to that store next.
Weepsons.
I was pretty empty the last time we were there. I don't know how much you're gonna find, but I mean, those are the 2 places that I went with her. So those would be the 2 places, unless you think she's back where we were.
Do any of us know what Lenine actually? Tanis, do you recognize whoever you talked to there as being in this crowd?
Do I recognize whoever is being in this crowd?
Check.
Maybe.
21.
And
Oh.
he disappears.
Oh, there.
Um,
It was so good I broke
It was
the
such
game.
a good roll, he's just out.
I'm done. No. You look around the crowd, and you don't see her in the crowd. The person that you're looking for is Halia Thornton, and you do not see her.
Oh.
Working on it.
Can you take us to find this Alia?
Well, as you're saying that, you see, what is this person actually wearing?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
You see a figure in bright chainmail, symbol on his breastplate, uh, running up from where it looks to be the townmaster's hall. He just says, "Well, is the threat? Yarno, what happened? Why is my friend dead?" It's Sildar.
Your friend is not who you thought he was. Your friend Yarno is known as Glassstaff and was the leader of this Red Brand clan.
Blend.
No. I refuse to believe it. What proof do you have?
Hey, Kaylin, can I borrow that? No, Carrick? One of the two of you, can I borrow that staff real quick?
Siblings and the letter.
And that letter?
Yes, Sildar here. We found this on his body, and he was using this to attack us. The staff, obviously. The letter we found on his body.
Hey, words can hurt.
The letter, you get so many paper cuts.
Just like throw it at him.
He rips the letter out of your hands and quickly reads it. Folds it up and then grabs the staff from you and looks at it.
Oh, should you let him take it?
He hands you back the staff. He keeps the letter, though. He pockets it.
So either you know more than you're letting on, or you're not who we thought you were. Can I have that letter back?
You can have it back, but I would like it. I need to take his body back to Neverwinter.
And we know why.
Well, I would have liked to have him alive, but he still has crimes to pay for.
Like what?
Well, everything that he's done here.
Well, there's not much more pain that's going to be done.
That's true. He's not going to have a lasting effect, but the council needs to know what he's done. They need the evidence. He needs to be buried.
I believe there was mention of a reward for finding information about him and the Red Brands. Pretty sure his dead body is enough information.
Huh. Fool. He thinks for the briefest of moments. Says, "You watch your tongue, dwarf." And he kind of rubs his forehead and he says, "Sorry, Sigurd. I didn't mean to snap. I was hoping to find my friend alive. I was hoping that the Red Brand problem would be dealt with in a similar way, but I didn't expect the solution to be that my friend would be dead. I have a lot to think about."
So there, if anybody can understand that pain, it's me. Losing a friend. Now, granted, the friends that I lost didn't end up turning out to be traitors, but it still sucks, and I'm sorry for that. But I gotta ask, do you know anything about this other name mentioned in the letter? Who that possibly could have come from?
Did I miss that we were talking to Sildar? I thought it was some random guy.
No, he's the guy that ran up.
I don't know the symbol. It looks like a signet ring of some sort, but it's not ringing any bells for me.
Who's the Lord Albrecht in the letter?
Yarno Albrecht, your friend.
Okay.
believe it said something about a spider.
Well, the seal, the signet ring seal, is a black spider.
Or there was something of a mention. So we don't know anything about. Do you know anyone who might have information about that?
I mean, he looks questioningly over to Darren. Darren thinks about it for a minute and just shakes his head. Siller looks back to you and says, I don't know. I haven't heard the name. I'm not really here about that business. I was here about the town and finding my friend, and I don't know what to think right now. I need to get back to leadership, figure things out. But there is a reward. You did find him. You did deal with the Red Brand threat. So after we're done with this business in the town square, which I'm assuming is a display showing the threat is done, then I'll get it to you.
What is
Don't
this?
you still?
What is this council leadership you keep referring to?
He points to the symbol on his chest. He says, "The Lord's Alliance." Many lords in Neverwinter have formed an alliance together, and they have agents such as myself, such as Yarno, who go out into the world and do whatever the hell they want, or don't, form organizations and become assholes, I guess.
What's the purpose? Just to keep the peace, or exploit common people for lords' gain? Give me a little bit to go on here.
Security, protection.
Keeping the peace. Protection for the lords against the common person.
It's only Lords of Neverwinter are involved.
No, there are multiple lords spread out among the countryside. Most of it is protection for the people.
By the people.
I'm sure that abuse doesn't happen and come from the lords. We get reports of trouble, such as out in Phandalin, a group of gang of thugs, really, terrorizing the people, extorting them. The goal is to establish a lord in the region, have security forces, keep the peace.
So will there be somebody coming here to do so now that the person you had appointed is no longer here?
Yarno wasn't the lord. Yarno was here to investigate.
Who's the lord?
There isn't one. In this small town, the manor's been empty for who knows how long. The only person who tries to do anything in government around here is Harbin. The guy's spineless.
Harbin's the mayor?
Harbin is the mayor.
Yeah.
But enough of that. We can deal with that at a later point. I need to find 2 fast horses, get to Neverwinter, inform them of what's happened, and come back. Need to bury Yarno's body.
Sigurd doesn't believe. How can I see if this grief, I guess, is genuine? It feels like it was just kind of like forced on us the second that he figured out who the dude was, and not genuine.
Roll an insight check.
That's unfortunate. 11.
Oh, well, it's not bad. You can tell that he is conflicted. I mean, he's kind of been put on edge because he just found out his friend was dead, and you asked about a reward. But he's also conflicted because while he agrees that he should die or should be put on trial, for what he's done, he's trying to come to terms with the fact the person that he knew is doing the things that he's come to object.
But it seems like genuine emotion and not.
It does.
Like, okay.
He sees you kind of looking at him, and he says, "Well, Sigurd, were you able to question him at all? Any word on your cousin?"
He, by the time the rest of us caught up with him, he was already mowing through most of the dwarves of the town, and Cyrus was in danger, so I put a massive guiding bolt into his back and didn't really get a chance to ask questions.
I'm sorry.
They may not be my clan, but I lost a few brothers today. Any lost dwarf is not great for me. Brings back real bad memories.
He nods, a knowing nod. He turns to you, Tanis, and says, "Tanny, did you find anything else inside the hideout on his person that can help us out? Any idea of what he might have been doing? Anything that could help?"
Not on his person that I know of that would help. I mean, we've found this scroll that no one can really read, but it doesn't seem to have anything to do with what's going on. So, no, I don't know anything else.
Very well. It's unfortunate.
Is Darren standing here also?
Darren is. He's kind of off to the side, but yeah.
Is Sildar still actively engaged in talking to Tanis?
Yeah.
Or at least his attention has fallen away from me for the moment?
Yes, it has.
Varian, come here a sec.
Scoot over.
He sidles his way.
You think we can show these guys a sword? None of us seem to be able to figure out what the hell it is, and it seems like it's probably useful. All I know is it's got some sort of magic coming off of it, but that's all I could get. I don't want him to take it, though, if we need it.
Well, this guy over here already took our note. So maybe we should talk to... Maybe Darren might know something.
I'm gonna motion at Darren. Hey, Darren, come here a second.
He walks over slowly. I'm gonna have. Yeah. May I help you?
I'm gonna produce the sword from wherever it is I store swords. Probably my
gross.
Probably my grundle.
And then you pull out the metal thing.
He takes a somewhat defensive position.
No. Darren.
Does he know karate?
We discovered this in the cave, and
I mean, he's got his two hands out.
The sword is. I'm holding the sword like more of an offering than, like,
Sure. And then he relaxes and he says,
This sword seems to have magic coming off of it, but we can't figure out what it is or what that means. Do you recognize this, or do you have any way of discerning what it does?
Before you can finish talking, he takes it from you. puts it in his hands, and you see off of his hands glows a whitish light as he holds it, and he runs his hand along the blade.
Why does everyone just take things out of our hands? It's so rude.
Does he talk like this?
Yes. So after he runs his hand, like his hands kind of glow a dull white, and he runs his hand along the blade, along the hilt, and he hears what you say, and he says, "You can have it back."
No, I was just messing with you.
He takes it back.
I really want to know what it is.
So he now has it, and he tucks it under one arm, reaches into one of like his satchel, and pulls out a small leather-bound book and a charcoal pencil, and he looks at the hilt, and does a quick sketch of it in his book. He then jots a few notes down in it. He looks to you and says, It is interesting what you have here. Huh. Well, it's clearly a longsword. It is magical. You were correct in assuming so. It is very finely crafted. And what he means by that is it's a longsword +1. He then says, as you can see here, which I'm kind of surprised that neither of your elven friends saw it, is the word Talon in Elvish. That's the name of the sword. All great weapons have names, they say. The bird with outstretched wings is a Tressendar symbol. I believe this blade belonged to Aldith Tressendar, the last lord to live in the manor. He was also known as the Black Hawk.
Dun, dun, dun,
I was just laughing because all I could hear was it's either the bird without stretched wings or the bird without stretched wings. Distracted.
So, hey. So he also says the location of the sword was unknown. We suspect it was buried with him, but no one was able to find it, so we presumed it lost. This is an extraordinary find.
It's I can't take the credit for it, actually. It's Tanis was the one who found it after she great cleaved Red Brand in two.
Impressive. I miss the days when I got to do things like that.
Would it be acceptable to the townsfolk if one of our party carried it as a weapon?
None of these townfolk know about the Black Hawk. I don't think they'd even notice.
Perfect.
And he hands it back.
Hey, Tanis.
I sidle on over.
Here. Here's the sword back you threw at me when you were down in the pit, great cleaving Red Brands. It's a magic sword. Belonged to one of the elders of Tressendar Manor when it was still in good condition, and it's a longsword +1.
Well,
Which I'm sure that the DM can give you stats for later. Cough.
Yeah.
Correct, he can. If you would like that.
Eric, while they're doing this, once I see Tanis Eve talking to Sildar, I walk up to him and pull out the ledger I found in the manor and ask if he recognizes anything in it, or if see if he can help me translate any information about it.
He opens it up and looks at it. He's like, The hell is this?
I don't know. We pulled it from the manor when we were there.
The look of like disgust is amazing.
Kind of shrugs and just hands it back to you.
It's not bad.
I have no idea what that is. It looked like a bunch of scribbles and senseless gibberish. Good find.
Yay.
Plus your strength. You should say +1.
I'm gonna write it down later.
Darren then goes to you, Kaylin,
Mhm.
and says, "You didn't know what the sword was."
I never got a chance to look at the sword. I guess they trust you more than me in this matter.
Well, you did what I asked of you. I got information. I need to know what you told me what you saw down there, but I'd like to study it for myself. What precaution should I take?
He seems to, well, I assume it's the he, not actually sure. It seems to control people's minds, get them to do what he wants them to do. Several of our party were trapped until walking into his cavern. And he has a thirst for human blood, so just be careful. Guard.
Physical description?
Good question.
Mm-mm.
It has one eye. And spikes.
It kind of draws.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. It's something arcane. Eats flesh. His priorities are flesh, treasure, and shelter. He can only communicate telepathically, so I'm pretty sure it's
He shows you.
Narthic or a planar shifting being.
He shows you a drawing. This
Yes.
says, "Okay, I understand. I will take precautions. So, a fair trade, yes. Can I see your spellbook?"
If you'll take me with you back to the manor to learn more about this creature.
He smiles, a wry smile, and says, "Agreed.
Done.
Tomorrow, dawn."
Meet you in the town square? Or at the, where do you want to meet?
Stonehill Inn.
You
Okay.
guys going on a date? What the hell?
Damn.
Are they going to meet on like the town
I
square?
love
Or...
that the dramatics for ruin those like tomorrow at dawn. Like where? Like town square or
10 paces.
Is there like a drive-in? Like we could you know.
He still hands his hand out for your book.
Okay. I hold my other hand out for. Hold two. I'm making that.
Give him a high five.
I'm not the only one who remembers something like that.
Does
Okay.
anybody remember?
Varian goes in between both of them and slaps both their hands at the same time and be like, yeah, we got him. But I have really no idea what's going on.
I'm sorry. What are we remembering?
Did Darren promise us some sort of reward for taking out the red brands?
That's the quest we're missing. When we talked about this 2 weeks ago, that was the one that we couldn't remember. I have literally every other one right here except that one.
I know.
Roll-
I said find him after we deal with the red brand, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Roll an intelligence check.
20.
You remember he offered to trade information for information, knowledge for knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will hand my spellbook to him.
Okay. So what's everybody else doing?
Barian feels stupid that he realized that they were doing an exchange and not high fives.
He doesn't feel that stupid. He feels kind of proud of himself, probably.
I look at everybody and say, so should we head to the place I can't remember that I can lead you to look for Cyrus?
It's still afternoon.
Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock.
It was 1 o'clock before we dragged the body
Yeah,
down.
It was
we're
it's
efficient.
like 2 o'clock.
It's like 1:10.
It's like 1:07.
Well, now,
Dancing
max
after-
strength 10, gotta give him like till 1:20. Come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
So sure, let's say 2 o'clock to make it easy.
Sounds like ale 30 to me.
Yeah, at this point, most of the crowd has gathered, seen the body, and word is getting around about what you did, and things of that nature, and kind of, the people that had stayed home, women, children, are kind of coming out and getting a look, just to kind of see. Sildar at this point is tried to cover up the body, give him some respect. Has left to get a wagon or a second horse, a wagon and a horse to put the body on and travel to Neverwinter.
We did get that letter back, right?
No, he hasn't.
Okay. Well, when he gets back, I'm gonna ask Sildar for the letter back, and then we should head out to find Cyrus.
Is Threll's family around? Myrna and
the last you saw them, they were in the Stonehill Inn.
How far is that from where we're at?
20 feet.
Can I go check on them?
Absolutely. So you walk into the Stonehill Inn, and you're met by Trilena first, not Myrna. And Trilena comes out to you. She says, "How can I thank you? You brought them back."
Honestly, I don't particularly want thanks, but I think the party might appreciate rooms for the night. We were all pretty weary, and I think we'll probably end up back here later if that's possible. Maybe a warm meal.
Well, I did offer you cheaper room. I talked to Toblin. The best we can do is half price for you dears. You are wonderful.
I can be okay with that. I just wanted to check on Myrna and the kids and see if they're all right.
Oh, they're great, but they went home. They needed to rest. But she did tell me something interesting before she left. She wanted to offer a reward as well. Do you want to hear what she had to say?
Sure.
She told me that, well, they have no money now, but she said for the people who rescued her, they could travel to Thunder Tree and retrieve an heirloom, and they could keep it.
that we can travel to Thunder Tree, or they will travel to Thunder Tree for us?
She can't make the journey herself, dear. It'll have to be you.
And where is this Thunder Tree?
Thunder Tree is north. Now, I've never been there. I've lived here all my life, but I believe it's...
East of Neverwinter.
I think it's 60 miles north of here. Now her family owned a an alchemy shop, and the heirloom is there. There's a section of storage shelves which are fake. There's a false bottom, and inside is a necklace. She said it's yours if you make the journey.
Thank you for this information. Is there any chance that I can see Myrna before we go?
Perhaps, but she's probably asleep, dear. Oh, there was one other thing. Your little friend, she came by. She asked me to give you a message.
Really? What did she say?
She hands you over a small, rolled up piece of parchment with like a little small leather knot tied on it. I don't know. She just said she had something to do and to give this to you when we saw you next.
All right. Myrna didn't mention hearing anything while she was captured about Gundren, or the name Gundren, or any form of that, did she? Or a map?
She didn't say anything to me, dear. She was just happy to be home and alive with both of her children.
All right. I guess I'll open the note and read it, or try to read it.
Okay. So you open the note, and it says, "I have business to attend to. I'll see you in 2 days. Leave a message with Trilena where you're headed."
She didn't say anything else when she gave you this note, Trilena?
Sorry, dear. She just said give it to you. Well, one of you.
All right. Thank you. You've been most helpful. I'm sure we'll be back later.
She, before you can like turn to leave, reaches down and hugs you really tight.
Well, that's just thanks. I'm awkward. I do the like really terrible sort of like 90-degree Velociraptor arm hug back. You know, don't wrap your arms around because I'm just weird and a little big, you know. Can I just go walk past Myrna's house to see if it looks like lights are on or there's any kind of activity inside?
Sure. You start heading that direction. What's everybody else doing?
Are we all? Where am I right now?
I mean, you're in the town square still. You guys have
okay.
been talking. You know, I mean, you've been awkwardly high-fiving people.
I'm waiting for Sildar to get back to get that.
Yep.
Just running around.
I'm gonna go back to the shrine and finish my translation I was working on before this whole red brand thing started.
Sure, yeah. You so once again you notice the slender elven figure, physique of Sister Gareli rapidly running around. She's helping the dwarves, prepare burial rites. She sees you immediately and says, "Oh, hello, hello. Are you back for the book? I have a lot of things to do, but I can get it for you if you need it. Tell me what you need."
Yes, please grab the book for me as soon as you can.
Okay, I'll do that. She turns around and heads towards her office, and then stops and starts helping the dwarves again, and goes over to some people praying.
Hey, the book, please.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I get distracted sometimes. Okay, and then she runs into her office, to her library, and brings out the large leather-bound tome. She says, "Oh, over here in the back room. I don't like my books being out in the public." And she just throws it down on a study desk and says, "Okay, I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, just ask, okay?"
Thank you. And I sit down and pick back up where I left off.
Can I have you just roll 2 intelligence checks for me, real quick?
Add them together or 2 separate numbers?
2 separate numbers.
25 for the first one. No, wait, sorry.
Huh.
Oh, intelligence isn't a skill, is it?
It is.
Steph, your cam is frozen in a great position right now.
Thanks. I'm restarting.
I don't have it as a skill. It's only in my saving throw, so that means I don't get a bonus on it.
You get whatever number is listed there, so it'll be the plus, whatever the plus is.
Oh, +3. Okay, so then 23. So I rolled a 20 and then added 3.
Okay, just say nat 20 then.
Natural 8.
Yeah, last time I did that, I got
Natural 8.
nat 8.
Matters on the 20 side there.
That's the only nat I roll.
No, you roll 20s too.
Okay, so yeah.
And then, ironically, an 8.
Like an 8 total, or you rolled an 8, so an 11?
Like an 8. Oh, no, I'd be much more excited if I nutted it, but an 8 total.
Okay. All right. So it's going to take you an hour to get through the rest of the translation.
Not bad.
Yeah, you got this face.
This episode of Jeopardy.
I restarted it, and mine's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it still frozen for you, Jeff?
Correct.
Okay. You might want to just drop the call and jump back in.
That's what I did.
Oh.
That's
You
why
did
I
not
made.
drop.
Pew, 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 pew.
You did not do that for me. But anyway,
If she needs to use my phone, I can send it to you guys for next
Cool.
week.
so Sildar gets back with a horse and a wagon, and he comes up and Tanis, he asks you to help him lift the body onto the cart.
Sure.
So the two of you pick it up and place it, and he does turn to you and he hands you another, this one a bit larger sack of gold pieces. He gives it to you. It weighs about 20 pounds.
Now encumbered.
Hey.
Probably.
I bring her on
I
blinking.
look at him and I say, "Is this for finding Yarno?"
It is for finding him. I'm sure Sigurd will be interested in the contents.
Why'd he give us a cucumber?
I look at him and I say, I'm sorry for what happened to your friend and that we couldn't have had better news. But I wish you a good journey in burying him, and but we do need that letter back before you leave."
Tanny, you have to understand, I need it for evidence.
I understand that it's your evidence, but you know, you are a very well-respected person. You've seen it. You know the evidence is true. If anybody's going to come back and vouch for the fact that your friend was not who he said he was, they're going to believe you. We're continuing on and investigating this and finding out more about it. That letter is going to be more use to us than it is to you.
Could you take a copy? If I have the actual, it lends more proof.
I don't see how a copy would be a problem, but I'd want to ask my group first, as we are the ones that are on the hook for his life. You know, we don't want to end the investigation behind it. If we're stuck with a copy of a letter, it may do us harm later.
Where's the nearest Kinko's?
Again, we have all this ink lying around.
Yeah.
He says,
The ink, dude.
I'm not there.
Was there something special about the seal? Because I think that was the other reason we'd want the original.
I mean, he shows you the letter so you can look at it again. The seal, all it is, I mean, it's a black spider. It's just a...
That was something too. That's at the bottom too, right?
Yeah, it basically looks like where you would put a signature. There's just a black spider there instead.
Yeah, all right. I think a copy would be fine for us. We just need the information, and we can always find you again if we ever run into any issues, unless anybody has any objections. The few people that are still standing here.
I give Tannis a high five.
Sure.
So he quickly transcribes the letter for you on a piece of parchment, and kind of waves it to let it dry, and says,
You don't have any sand? I was waiting for sand to sift. Yeah, keep going.
"No, I don't." And he hands it to you.
What? It helps ink dry. Go
No.
away.
I'm aware.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I really do hope you have a good journey even under such terrible circumstances.
So do I. I mean, there's still enough daylight that I can get a head start. I'm going to get going, but please let Sigurd know that I intend to return with troops to help find his cousin. That is also a large part of what I'm doing here. And I don't mean to abandon him and you to this quest alone, but there are things that need to be accounted for.
Understood. I will let him know. I'm sure he will appreciate it. I know his cousin is extremely important to him.
Be safe, Tanny. Your parents would never let me live it down if anything happened to you.
Other than the occasional hole in front of a door, I'm usually pretty safe.
Whatever that means. And he jumps up on the horse and steadies himself northward out of town. Sigurd, you walk over to where you remember Myrna's house being, and there are no lights on right now, but it is 2 p.m, so...
Can I knock on the door lightly? Like if they're sleeping, it wouldn't wake them.
Sure, yeah. So you knock and you wait a minute. No answer.
So there was the window that Varian looked through on the side of the house to determine if there was going to be an ambush in there when he and I first went over there to check it out.
Sure.
Does that look into the living room or into one of the bedrooms?
That looked into the living room. There are other windows though.
Can I knock again? A little bit louder this time.
Okay. So you knock again. Wait another minute. No answer.
I don't think I want to alienate the family that we just rescued by creeping on their house, so I'm just gonna go head back and find the rest of the party.
Okay. By this point, Kaylin, your spellbook has been returned.
Mhm.
There is a new addition to it.
Awesome.
It is the spell
His phone number.
and his digits.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the spell?
Identify.
She gets to call upon Deckard Cain.
Deckard Cain. Stay a while and listen.
He says to you, perhaps they'll trust you a little more now.
We'll see. Knowledge scares some people off. You know this probably too.
That's boss.
I think I know better than most. He smiles and he walks back to the north. He takes probably 10 paces and then says, tomorrow, dawn.
I'll be here. And I look around to make sure nobody else heard me.
Okay.
Can I just be standing behind her waiting for a high five?
You can.
I ignore him. Excuse me. I leave him hanging.
So, I mean,
Back and relay the news that I got.
and
Can I sense
yeah.
Spirit trying to give a high five? Like, just from somewhere?
roll a perception check with disadvantage.
I mean, my power level is over 9,000. He might be able to sense it.
What does it do with disadvantage?
Roll twice and take the lower number.
Double nat 20.
Natural 8.
Shit. 7.
Nope.
Nope.
It was gonna be epic.
Guys.
Yeah, so Sigurd, you're back in the town square, you know, kind of as Sildar and Darren are headed out, and everyone's just kind of standing there. Kaylin's looking at her spell book. Varian is standing there like this. and Tanis is just kind of standing there.
I definitely run over and high five him. I can't leave a brother hanging.
Can you
Roll an
reach?
athletics check.
Athletics.
I was gonna say,
My
can
way
you
would
reach?
have been cooler.
Please faceplant on your way to high five.
Yeah, I'm proficient in athletics.
I'm proficient in high fives.
For 15.
You do make the jump, and you get the high five.
Guys, I saw Trilina. I was looking for Myrna, and there was a note left for us from Cyrus. It said she's going to be gone for 2 days, and we're supposed to leave a note with Trilina on where we're headed to, and she'll meet up with us. What the hell?
Can we
she-
vote on not telling her?
She has some business to take care of. What is it? I mean,
I'd be completely fine with that, except for we definitely dragged a dead body into town, not quite knowing the reaction under her encouragement, and she wasn't there with us, so it's a little shady.
I mean, it did work out for us, though. I mean,
it did, but just,
obviously it was the right call. Maybe she
Right.
knew. Maybe she knew.
Not many of the townspeople have seen it yet. I assume.
I thought most of them had seen it.
Have seen it?
The townspeople, yes.
Oh, never mind.
Word has gotten around.
Okay.
So she just gets to ghost, and we're supposed to trust that she's not, I don't know, working with Glassstaff again, and something about a spider. What the hell?
I mean, she's been helping us so far, with the exception of the dead body. So I say if we go anywhere, we leave notice of where we're going. I mean, if nothing else, even if she is working, we can at least confront her then when she finds us.
I mean, I'm assuming she's set in her old ways. She's obviously was a certain type of person, but it does seem like she's trying to adjust her outlook on everything. So
It seems to me that she was not helping us. We have been helping her this whole time. We killed everybody who was out to get her. And then as we head out...
Did she ever ask us to kill any of them?
Well, kind of.
I don't remember her asking us to kill him. We just knew that she had prior dealings with this guy.
Regardless of whether she has betrayed us or not, does not really change the fact that she's gone. It just changes whether or not we want to tell her where we're going, which I don't see any harm in doing. Besides, we don't even know where we're going right now, so we should probably figure that out first.
I think we tell her where we want her to end up, and then we go meet her, instead of telling her to go where we are. I don't want her wandering in with 100 more red brands or whatever the hell she's doing with whoever the hell she's with and ambushing us if we tell her exactly where to meet and exactly what time. That sounds like a trap to me.
I mean, she pretty much saved my life when we first met Glassstaff by letting me know that when I was about to attack him, that I shouldn't, and that he's a big deal, and that he probably would have killed me.
Well, there'd still be no harm in Sigurd's suggestion, if she is honest.
Can I roll some sort of check to see if I believe Varian that she actually saved his life?
Yeah, roll an insight check, and Varian roll persuasion or deception, whichever you're doing.
Because I'm a little perturbed right now. Not that it matters, but I got a 5.
12.
So he's kind of hard to read right now. You're a little upset, so you're not focused as clearly, but you are pretty sure that he's telling the truth.
Alright, well, I'm fine with just putting a meeting place instead of where we're going, but where are we going? What's our next step?
I don't think we can go anywhere without at least spending another night here.
You guys just talking about this in the middle of the town square?
I don't see why not.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. There are still quite a few townsfolk kind of meandering around, talking about, what they're gonna do next. Some of them are just paying attention to you. You guys just saved their little town, basically. So there are some pressed in kind of close to you.
Maybe we should find a quieter place to talk.
We can head back to the inn.
And you hear a voice say, "You've done so much, stay! Tell us the stories of battle!"
We'd love to, but we need to plan our next battle, and I start walking towards the inn.
She's so hot!
Actions speak louder than words, and Varian goes around and high fives everyone down the line.
Can I sense this high five because more people are doing it?
None of them really know what you're trying to do, but they still kind of raise their hand like, "Oh, okay."
Are there any open flames anywhere near us right now?
Since more people did it, can I sense this high five?
I mean, there are a couple of them who are, like, 2 of them are carrying torches still, kind of limply at their sides, but they have them in their hand.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy on their torches and make them change colors, a la like a disco ball or Like it's a party and everyone's excited.
As I see what Sigurd is doing, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to play like a victory song in the background.
Just "We Are the Champions" is like coming out of this room. No.
Workers that are holding the torches, see them light up different colors and just throw them on the ground. And then start kicking dirt on top of them.
Dicks.
Oh, guys.
Can I cast Mage Hand out of nowhere? Just badass high five and like is that like space?
Nope.
You're gonna knock people to the ground.
Has it been an hour yet?
No, it has not. You are still focused on the texts.
Well, I think they're sufficiently freaked out. We should be able to head to the inn unmolested.
They're not asking us to stay anymore. I'm sure we can go.
Pretty sure I nailed that one, guys.
So you guys walk into the inn, and Trilena, like, kind of waves at you, and, you know, she has that look of, do you want something to drink?
Trilena, do you have a room that we could use to talk, preferably away from the front?
For you, dears? Of course. This way. And she leads you to a room that's just off of the main, like, common room with the hearth. And it's a door, and it's got 2 tables in the middle, and each one has a bench seat on either side. And she says, do any of you need food or drink? Anything?
Drink, please.
I'll be lovely.
Right.
Thank you.
I'll bring my finest.
Does it come in pints?
And she kind of goes around the table and asks, you know, what style you would prefer.
It's ale 35. 5 minutes past ale 30. Just bring me anything.
Do you have any Fandolin blue ribbon?
Really? Really?
I'll
Hey.
allow it.
PBR.
I'll allow it. Tannis, Galen?
Some sort of wine would be great.
Same.
All right, so she comes back. She has 2 large pewter mugs and sets them down in front of the 2 men. She has 2. They aren't glasses. They're wine mugs.
Goblets.
Sets them. They're not goblets. They're mugs. Sets them down.
I'm gonna pinch my nose and take a sip.
It's not great.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a bit below your standard. Same thing goes for you, Tannis. You guys have the same thing, and it's a little below your standards. However, Varian and Sigurd, you guys got some Fandolin blue ribbon, bottom of the barrel ales for you guys.
Cheers, buddy.
I'm surprised you didn't get the light version.
The light blue can.
Has Trilena left?
Yeah, she's gone, and she has shut the door securely.
All right, so where to now?
Derek's finishing up the translation that will hopefully give us more information about the Seven Towers Castle. The 2 of us would really like to go there. And I think it would be a good mystery to solve, and the goblin threat in the area seems to be centered around there. Or at least that's one of their hideouts.
And that's where we think that they dragged Gundren as well, right?
It's possible.
What about this spider?
I mean, until we find out more information, all we have is the letter. I don't know how else we can investigate that at this point in time.
I think it's important to follow any lead we have about Gundren. The longer we wait, the less likely it is we'll find him.
Yeah, how many days, this is sort of as an aside, how many days has it been since we started this whole thing where he, like, disappeared?
Since he's disappeared, it's probably been almost 3 days.
Okay. So yeah, I agree. I think, if Carrick finds anything useful, we need to head that way to see if we can find him.
Oh, guys, I forgot one other thing. Myrna's family owned an alchemy shop in Thunder Tree. I've been told it's about 60 miles north of here. And there is a heirloom necklace waiting for us as a reward for rescuing them, should we choose to go find it. I don't know that that's a great lead towards the greater quest, but might be magic, might be powerful if it's in an alchemy shop.
Did you say Thunder Tree?
Yeah, does anybody know anything about Thunder Tree? It's the first I've heard that term. Word? Place? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it's... whoa. Sorry. Yeah, so I grew up in Thunder Tree, guys.
Oh.
Native!
So, Varian, just to throw it out there, you would have known about the alchemy shop, though you might not have had personal dealings with Myrna and her family.
I do know of this alchemy shop you speak of. At least where it's located, but I don't know much more than that.
I mean, is it worth it to go that way? Well, let's see. Let's wait until we find out what Carrick has to say, because if it's on the way, I definitely vote we stop by. But if it's completely out of the way, I think it's worth it to find Gundren first than it is to go after a necklace for a reward.
Well, just so you guys know, Thunder Tree is in ruins as of right now. It's pretty much a ghost town. I haven't been back in some time. I don't know. All I know is
you wouldn't have to sweat so hard if you didn't have sunglasses on.
they're pixel glasses. Thank you very much. You're right. I forgot they were on. Yeah, it's a ghost town right now. There's not much going on. I don't know what we're gonna find there or what's gonna be there currently. So
We also could go chasing after Sister Gareli's spellbook.
where's that?
I know that she's important to you, Kaylin. Or
She's done so much for this town and for its people. I think it would be worth paying her a little bit.
Do you have more information on where this banshee is at that's got it?
It's near Conneberry, which is on the Tribor Trail, which is the road we came in on. It's pretty far east though, so I think we should definitely get to Cragmaw Castle, Seven Towers Castle first.
Do we know the location of that castle yet, or the tower?
No, I think that's what we're hoping Carrick will find out.
You guys should, our stuff, I believe.
It's north of the Tribor Trail somewhere.
It was.
What's the location of Thunder Tree in? Is it east of us?
60 miles north of us.
North?
Yeah, it's probably about 15 miles east of Neverwinter and 60 miles north of you. That's multiple days of riding, week plus of walking.
I do know of an old tower in Thunder Tree. I don't know if it has anything to do with this tower that we are searching for, but There is an old tower in Thunder Tree.
Well, you know my vote is always going to be go towards the lead that tries to find my cousin, and we don't really have a clue which one of these is going to be the most fruitful to that, other than we're assuming the castle. But if Carrick says the castle is 500 miles from here, then maybe it makes more sense to check out one of the other ones.
It's at this point that Carrick comes into your little room carrying a mug of wine.
Salad.
And Carrick, what you've learned so far is that the approximate location of Arugar, or the Seven Tower Castle, is approximately 20 miles north, 25 miles north of Phandalin, almost directly north. It's in Neverwinter Wood. There was at some point a trail that led from the Tribor to the castle. Records show that trail is hard to find or has been lost. The castle has not been used in some time because the records that you found are written in an old language of mages. Most of what you find is a lineage, and a last name sticks out to you, and that's Albrecht.
What was it? Can you say that again?
There was a last name of Albrecht. So there's mention of an Edmund Albrecht. You're not sure if he's the creator of the tower or an ancestor. But it is written that he did have experiments going on in the castle, and that he was seeking greater arcane knowledge. While the book does not give you the exact location of the tower, it does give you a good place to start looking.
Would I know the Neverwinter Woods pretty well?
You spend time kind of town hopping before. You don't know the woods really well. I mean, you can navigate woods fine enough, but you don't know. You're not a tracker, so you don't know a ton of it.
Oh yeah, because the Neverwinter Woods is connected to Thunder Tree, right?
It is. So you're more familiar with the northern wood than you are the southern.
Okay.
Well, I say we head for Neverwinter Woods and try and find this tower.
Sigurd, can I have you roll an intelligence check?
Me?
Yeah.
What was the tower called again?
Natural 1.
So you were thinking there for a second, and you had something, but it just leaves you.
That's unfortunate. Maybe if I drink more. Guys, I was given this small ornately carved keg as a prepayment for saving Thrall's family, and I think now that Carrick's back, we should split it amongst ourselves. And you want to dump out all that swill you're drinking? Varian, I'm assuming you and I will probably chug the rest of our PBRs. It's called Fire Under the Stone. It's a strong ale. Who's with me?
Can't be that much worse than this wine. I push
It's-
away my wine.
Drink to better times, and maybe my memories will come back.
All right. So there's a cork in it, a stopper. So you pull that, and when you look in there looks like there's maybe some green leafy sediment in there, and you kind of give it a little swirl, and then pour everybody a glass. And what comes out is a blood red liquid with faded green leaves inside.
Guys, I think we've done this once before.
Eat the leaves. Make sure you get the leaves.
I would suggest eating a leaf, unless you'd like to enjoy a swim. Assuming this is the same thing that Carrick and I sampled in the caves.
Guys, don't worry. I have a little bit of Port Any Storm left to chase us if we need to.
That sounds terrible.
So do all of you drink?
Yep.
Cheers. Oh,
So
yeah.
you guys all toast. I need you all to roll Constitution saving throws.
God, I want fire breath again.
We get the Constitution.
You get a Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
So, Kaylin, Carrick,
5.
Varian,
22.
Sigurd,
21.
Thanos.
7.
Yeah,
Because
Tannis.
we're already drunk, Sigurd.
All right. So
PBR code.
Tanis and Carrick suffer 3 points of fire damage as this burning hot liquid flows down, and just the finish is just like a burning flame down your throat. The
Does it
other,
help that I instantly take some Port Any Storm to help?
so you drink some any port in the storm as well. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. Don't mix your liquors.
19.
So after you take another shot,
That's
Hey,
Munch
damage.
you start to get the spins a little bit, but you kind of shake your head and you right yourself. You feel okay. The other
Still
thing,
take 3 points of damage.
yeah, you still take 3 points of fire damage. The other 3 of you who succeeded your checks gain fire resistance for an hour.
Nice.
Have I built an acquired taste at any port in the storm yet?
Are you having some?
I'm going to test out. Yes, I'm gonna. I see Carrick take a drink, and I'm like, well, if he's doing it, I'm feeling good.
Also, from experience,
Constitution check.
guys, fire resistance does not necessarily mean you're completely fireproof.
I rolled a 7.
Are you sure? I think you need to check that.
No, you have not acquired the taste for it yet. It is still awful.
I swallow it and I say, not yet. Maybe later.
Too soon.
Ricky, what do you think? That keg is, what, half empty now? Or we
You,
just had like a drink?
no, you've poured a glass of each. You still have probably 10 glasses in there.
So could you
It
drink
does-
again because you're
it's
fire
more-
resistant? It can't burn you.
Or save it in case we have to fight a torch.
Yeah, or pour it
Yeah,
on
fine.
somebody and put Sacred Flame on the beer or whatever.
I need Sigurd and Carrick to roll.
Hope it's on intelligence.
wisdom checks. Go with that.
Are we like? There's no modifier to that because we've had a lot to drink, or?
No, just yeah. You get your modifier, just wisdom.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Don't doors get more wise as they drink?
They do.
A 12. Lucky number.
Should get-
Lucky number.
What was that?
A
A
natural.
12.
No, for Sigurd.
Oh, I got an 8.
Okay.
That
So
makes sense with how we
Sigurd-
usually drink together.
you're just enjoying the drink, but Carrick, you notice that this is
Pink elephants?
not quite as thick as the one that you had before. Stop. So this one seems like it's a lot younger brew than the one you found in our manor.
I don't think anybody's thinking.
Guys, I'm just going to put
It
this
makes
out
sense.
there. This doesn't seem as thick as the first one that I took. Saying it's probably younger.
Makes sense.
You think that? Huh?
Has it
I came
has it
from a
aged?
baby dragon.
Do you think it's aged at least 17 years? You know.
Oh, God.
Oh.
It's important. I mean, it's, whatever.
That's just. At
Very.
least that's what I'm going to tell everybody.
Intelligence check.
Can we call Trilena into the room?
Sure.
I rolled 11.
You think for a second. It was a mistake. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have thought at all. So Trilena comes. Yes, dears.
Trilena, I don't know how to ask this, but where did you come by this keg?
Are you age at least 17 years?
Fire under the stone. Well, Toblin makes it. Why? It's an old family recipe.
How old?
How long have there been stone hills?
Is Toblin around?
Yes. Why?
What is his last name?
Stonehill.
Was it ever anything different?
No, it was always Stonehill. Why?
We found some of this whiskey, ale,
It's a whiskey. Yeah.
whiskey in the wine cellar of Tressendar Manor before we entered the Red Brand's hideout. But it was covered in dust. Does he have any relation to the Tressendars, or did his family ever occupy that manor?
Oh no, dear. But they did supply the Tressendars with most of their fire under the stone, any port in the storm. They make many wines and ales and whiskeys here. We supply our own. We don't bring it in from the outside.
All
While
right.
she's here, can I order a water? I feel like that seems like a good idea right now.
Well, dear, there's the well in the town square. You could take your mug, I guess. Do you want me to go get it?
You could order a salad with that too.
No, I can find my way there if I need to.
Okay, dear. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
she bows and closes the door again, and you hear her footsteps as she goes back towards the bar. At this point, there's a number of people who were in the square are now kind of in the bar room celebrating, and it's getting loud, and people are having a very good time.
All right, so do we have a consensus as to where we want to go next? Because wherever we need to go, we need to get transportation for that.
I know exactly where I need to go. He walks out into the main room, starts partying. Leaves the door open because he's drunk.
So when you come out, you're greeted with people doing this.
Yeah.
Is there karaoke in this going on right now?
God.
There is someone with a lyre, and they're singing. There's townsfolk singing with them, not well.
I don't like liars.
Would you like to tell him so?
You want some guitar?
No, I'm singing. I'm attempting to sing.
Roll a performance check with disadvantage. What are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna go visit Sister real fast.
Okay.
Ooh, that was close. That wasn't very good performance. 6.
Whew. Your singing is, well, you think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Discerning ears, on the other hand, you can tell it's quite bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head to Barthen's.
To Barton?
Bless you.
Got it.
Then you're gonna have a sister.
Yeah, I'm
Riley.
going to Sister Riley's. I'm going to call her over and talk to her for a second once she has a second.
I mean, she's at this point she's pretty much done with helping the dwarves, and they're most of the people have left and are in the Stonehill Inn right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to her and offer her a purse. Well, not a purse because I don't want to go with my purse, but all the coins that I got off of Yarno. Tell her. I found these on the leader of the Red Brands. I believe they're the collections from all these townsfolk and the businessmen. Can I leave you in charge of getting these funds back to them?
You don't have to do that. I mean, I guess I can. I can try. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, I know the Red Brands have been taxing and overworking all these townspeople, keeping their stuff. I just want to make sure they have enough to live on.
I can do what I can. I'll try my best. I don't know what I can do with all of it. She hurriedly takes it over, and you guys seeing me, or am I?
You're good. Oh, you just come back.
Okay, cool. And she runs over and kind of puts it near the altar in a small collection plate. And how much did you give her?
200 silver.
200 silver. Okay. She thanks you. Thank you. I don't know what all we're gonna do with this, but I'm sure we can do something. We'll get food. We'll get supplies for people. I don't know. We'll do something with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can you hand me the blue binder?
Yes.
Can I see Carrick right now? Where is Carrick out? Are you out in the bar area?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Where's that sales never always?
I take a quick swig and then pass it over.
Take a drink to check if I've built a acquired taste for it.
What Constitution says?
This will be my new favorite drink, damn it. Fuck.
What'd you get?
7.
Nope.
God.
Can I see if I remember the thing that I didn't remember the first time because I've had more to drink? And dwarves are good at drinking.
She reaches out and she casts 8 on you. You gain 5 temporary hit points for 8 hours. It'll go away if you long rest, but she doesn't. Thank you. Here, take this. And she says a few words to you, and you can feel energy flow from her into you. Yeah, roll your intelligence check, Sigurd.
Sure. That's way better. Drinking helps. 15.
All right, so on your way up to Barthen's Provisions, you're kind of out in the air, and you take a deep breath, and you're like, "Crap! I never got to talk to Sildar about that reward."
I'll have to remember to ask Janice about that. I know she was waiting around for him to return.
I'm sitting right there, and I hear him muse to himself and say,
Nope.
He's
"No,
outside.
I'm not there.
I'm gone.
You're gone. You.
Heading to Barthen's Provisions to see if I can procure transportation for us.
I thought he was gonna do that. All
Would
right.
you like to come?
I would love to come. I run after him and sort of believingly hear him muse.
Okay.
Sorry, I was yelling at a dog to get off the couch. Stop. Thank you. I belatedly hear him use such a thing as I'm running after him and tell him, "Hey, I got that. We'll have to split it when we all get back together. Or I can give you your share now if you'd prefer."
We can wait. Just put a pin in it for later.
Also, I know we had talked about the letter. I was able to get a copy of the letter, but I did let him have the original because he needed it for proof of wrongdoings with the body.
Fair enough.
Moose. Thank you.
So you guys are headed to Barthen's, yes?
To try to secure transportation.
Sure. You get to Barthen's Provisions, and there is no one there.
It's free!
Where's Cyrus when you need her?
The doors are locked. The doors to the stables and the storehouse are also locked.
What time is it?
Like 3.
They're probably back
maybe.
to celebrating.
Is there a farrier in this town?
Oh, what?
A farrier, one that shoes horses.
There is a blacksmith.
Is that close to where we are?
You pass it on your way to get to where you are.
Is there anybody in the blacksmith?
There actually is a smith pounding away on an anvil.
Well met and good day, sir. Do you have a minute?
Oh, yeah. How can I help you?
We're trying to procure transportation, but Barthen doesn't seem to be around. Do you know where he's gone? Or could you help us?
Well, I don't have any horses. I pound metal. I think Barthen joined the mob. Well, maybe his 2 hands did. I don't know. I didn't see him.
I had another request. Do you have the ability to mold sheet metal? I'm looking to procure a small tube about 4 or 5 inches long, maybe a ½ inch in diameter, and it would open like halves. Be able to pour it like a mold almost, and then one end would be tapered out to a point.
I don't know if they had sheet metal back then.
I could probably get you what you need. What are you using this for?
It would be a mold for wax.
Oh, well, metal is perhaps a bit more than what you need, sir, but I can make that.
How much would something like that run me?
Let's see, between material, labor. Let's say 5 gold. Does that work for you?
5 gold works for me. When? How long would it take you to make something like this?
Let me check my schedule, see what else I have going on here. And he pulls out a ledger and flips through it. It looks like 2 days, but if you go up to 7 gold, I can get it to you tomorrow afternoon.
What if I give you 10? Would you have it by first thing tomorrow morning?
He runs his sooty hand through his blonde beard and stains it black. I could do that, but I need 5 now and 5 when it's delivered.
Ricky, it's a 10 system.
Yep.
So if I give him 50 silver, that's equivalent to 5 gold.
Correct.
Would you accept 50 silver as the down payment?
Money's money, friend.
All right, I hand over 50 silver.
Takes it gladly, and he opens a large chest kind of over by his work area and just kind of throws it in haphazardly and closes the lid. All right, so what were the dimensions again? Truth be told, I wasn't paying that much attention.
It's about call it 4 inches long, about a ½ inch in diameter. One end is tapered, and it would need to be able to be open to either on the end or sideways to be able to remove the wax once it's hardened.
He pulls out another pad of paper and takes just his finger and kind of lightly draws a quick sketch. It can be done. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, thank you.
You should have pulled out a Koran to draw.
Tannis, that's not helpful.
That would have been amazing.
Sure.
It's a side project I've got going on.
Well, if the man we're looking for was with the mob, I'll bet you he's most likely in the inn. We should go back and look for him there to see if he can open his shop and give us transportation.
I'm in.
We head back.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Can I see if Barthen's in there and while they're on their way back?
Sure, roll a perception check.
12.
So you look around and you don't see him.
Got it.
It's at this point though that someone does come up to you, and it's a large man, very broad, very drunk, short cut hair, medium length beard. He taps you on the shoulder and he says, Varian, see you're back in town? Care for a bout? Kind of stretches and flexes.
My quiver starts to shake. I take it off and set it on the table.
He kind of gives a smile, and he looks at 2 guys and says, Clear the floor. Oh shit, Toblin doesn't like it when we do this in here. Give me a second. He walks over to Toblin. You see them exchange some words. He reaches into his pocket, throws down 3 gold coins, and marches back to you and says, We're all right. He just said clean up the blood when we're done. He cracks his knuckles, readies himself.
I take off my greatsword, set it on the table, and do a few little plyometric stretches.
Yeah, dance battle.
Is there anyone taking bets in here? Can I?
Yeah, you guys get back and you see like people like clearing tables and chairs, and like all the townsfolk are whispering, and as you walk
Can I
in
tell them what's happening?
well, no, I mean, as you hear, like, you overhear from a townsfolk, they're like, "Oh my gosh, the bully's gonna fight one of our saviors. What? Oh, this is gonna be a good fight. What's gonna happen?"
I need someone to take money from me for odds on this.
And then, so Varian, you and
He is a
the
cleric.
bull are in the ring, and a shorter, kind of portly human walks out. He's like, "Well, all right, folks, we've got a good one for you tonight. We've got the bull, reigning champion." He holds up his arm as high as he can, and versus Varian. Last time these two went at it, it was a good fight. I think the odds are maybe about even, unless one of you two has something to say about it.
Period just holds up a high five.
I give myself a high five and say, "Let's do this."
And the bull, he just flexes. He goes, "You think he has anything on me? He's probably exhausted from his efforts today."
Can I develop a Sherlock Holmes kind of fighting technique in this?
You're kind
And
of
remember,
you're
you're fire resistant.
Oh yeah, I am fire resistant.
Can I be his corner man? I'm his corner man.
Okay, it's fine. So you see Carrick like pull up a chair and like sit down on the very edge of the ring, and he's like looking at you like,
Fire resistant.
So the announcer comes back and he says, "All right, if you go over here to my man, he'll be taking the bets. Place your money now. You have 2 minutes." Any of you placing bets?
25 coppers on Varian.
Wait,
Wait,
I got,
is there a
let me see how much
minimum
money
bet?
I have? 1 sec.
There is a minimum bet of 2 silver, so that does meet the minimum bet.
I want to put a gold on Varian.
Okay.
I'm gonna like go into the corner out next to Carrick and behind my back just kind of drop like 10 gold in at him and then walk back to the center.
Can you roll a sleight of hand check for me?
Oh no! All right, that's good. Okay, 17.
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty good. You kind of just like let them drop, and they land like in the lap of Carrick's robes, making no noise.
Ditto, make that
Put
50.
it on the bull.
Well, I'm a little tipsy, so I mishear that. And I had 12 gold of my own to wager.
All right, time out. We've got 1 gold on Varian. Sigurd, what was your bet?
Screw it, make it 100 coppers,
Okay.
which is also 1 gold.
Yeah, I'm aware. What are you doing, Carrick?
12 gold.
On Varian?
Yeah.
And then what are you doing with the 10 gold pieces that Varian dropped in your lap?
Oh, I'm putting those on him too. So technically, I guess I'm doing 22. I just assumed he wanted me to gamble with his money.
Perfect.
Well, take that back. I take that back.
No. Varian, roll a perception check.
Oh,
No, I took it.
5.
Yeah, you don't even. I mean, you see Carrick walk over to the guy taking bets, and you assume he did exactly what you told him to do. Ennis, are you partaking?
You know, I'm sort of holding everyone's money right now and don't feel comfortable gambling it away, so I'm going to abstain at this point in time.
Fair enough.
Can I ready a reaction for this fight?
Sure. What are you readying?
Thaumaturgy, and I would like to change the appearance of. Wait. I'd like to change the appearance of Varian's eyes and make the pupils look like bunny rabbits, right as the dude is about to face him before the fight starts.
I'm also prestidigitation against some Rocky thumping.
So like, there's this weird like dun but there's also like a lyre playing in the background. So it's just a.
Can I? Is it too late to change how I made my bet?
Yeah, your money is handed over. You can bet more.
For some reason, I don't know why, but I kind of just hopped towards him.
Fair.
I like it. Light on the feet.
I'll turn around and try to get the crowd pumped up.
What we really need is someone to join the stream right now, so you can have Matt doing this to get you psyched up just before you fight.
All right. So, let's get it on, eh? Tables are cleared. The announcer comes back out. He's like, "We're done with bets. All right. I want a good, clean match between the two of you. So, do whatever the hell you want. And fight!"
His pupils turn into bunny rabbit shapes.
Yep. Let's have both of you roll for initiative. What'd you get?
22.
Holy shit. Okay.
The one time it matters.
I was for sure that I was going first with my 20. But I guess not.
Rolled a 19. Whoa! That's a crit, even though it's initiative.
It is not. Okay, so you're first. What are you going to do?
Remember the skeleton.
I stick my chin out at him and just hold it right in front of him.
That's the only thing you're doing?
And I hold my action, yep.
What are you holding your
The
action?
best 12 gold I've ever spent.
What are you holding your action for?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm drunk.
I mean, well, you have to tell me what you're holding it to do.
I don't even know.
You guys are about as far apart. The ring of people is, I mean, around here, kind of. These two came in together. These two came in together. Your hype man is over here in the corner. These two are kind of standing back away. There's random townsfolk kind of just around, in these areas.
Can I hold my action to be to react to his movement? Is that a thing?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, so you just stick your chin out. And he grins. All right, if that's how it's going to be. And he runs over to you and he tries to come down right on your face. But, I mean, you're holding your action, so what do you want to do?
I want to... I'll just dip straight down. I'll do a squat because he's coming right at my face, and just do one quick little uppercut jab to his gut.
Okay. So roll your attack as he closes the distance.
Another 19, which is that is
that is a crit.
Okay.
All right. So roll your damage, which is 1d2.
Yeah.
Plus your strength.
Roll a 4. So that's because you cut it. Yeah.
Roll
So,
it twice.
oh yeah. So
Okay.
4. Yeah. And another 4. So
So
2, 4,
4.
6.
Okay. So you hear him as you hit him in the gut, but he does bring his fist down into your face. He deals 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he strikes you right across the face. And he readies his guard. It's your turn. What are you doing?
I'll swing my head back up, smile, and look back at Carrick. And as I'm looking back, just a no-look kick, with like Spartan kick right to his chest.
Okay, roll your attack.
I add my strength, right?
Yeah, add your strength.
11.
So you go to kick, and you see him just flex, and your foot hits him in the stomach, and he just and he does a straight jab right to your face. That is a 16 against AC.
That's a hit.
Okay. That's another 3 points as he just a quick jab, 3 points of bludgeoning damage. He keeps his guard up, just waiting for you.
So I'll lift up my left hand for a high five to try to confuse him, and then
Well, roll a persuasion check.
Crit. Crit.
No, it wasn't 14.
Oh, it just barely misses. He stands there like he thinks about how, and then he brings his fist back.
Damn it! Is that my action?
No, you can still go.
All right. Yeah. So I was slap my own hand again and just punch him in the face.
All right, roll your attack.
Oh no, 5.
Okay, yeah, that misses. You swing wildly, he just dodges. What he's gonna do is he's gonna circle around you, and then he's going to attempt to grapple you. So I need you to roll an athletics check.
Is it a check or a saving throw or?
Saving throw, but it's athletics.
Oh, athletics. Okay, I gotcha.
Athletics. He's
18.
got a. Okay, so he attempts to grab you around the waist, and you just like shake off his grip, and you turn to face him. What are you doing?
I don't turn to face him, and I mule kick his ass.
Okay. So roll an attack.
That's a surprise attack.
15.
You're not the sneaky one. Where's Cyrus?
15 does hit. Roll for damage.
That's the D4. 1. Plus 2, 3.
Okay. So you catch him high in the thigh, and he kind of loses balance for a second and catches himself. He goes for the grapple again. This time he's got an 18.
Yeah. Oh wait, I gotta roll, right?
Yeah.
That's a success.
What'd you roll?
It was acrobatics, you said?
Acrobatics or athletics?
Okay. It's 5.
Okay. So he's got his large arms around your waist, and he's holding you. So now your attacks are with disadvantage if you're trying to strike him.
All right. I'll do.
Thing? Or is it just between the two of them?
Well, what do you want to do?
I was going to use prestidigitation to send a nasty odor up the guy's nose.
Just one of his nostrils.
Just one of his nostrils.
Okay. It seemingly has no effect on him.
Alright.
Varian.
I
You can attempt to break his grapple as your action, as well, if you would like.
I have some slight blood coming from my mouth a little bit, and I'll just like dip my head down and swing it back right into his nose.
Yep. I'm going to give you no disadvantage on that attack. Just make your attack.
13.
13. He sees what you're doing and he kind of moves his head, and you kind of miss.
My rolls suck. Okay.
Um,
Oh wait, as an extra, as my can I use second wind?
yes, you can. You can use second.
Get it?
1d10. Plus fighter level. We're 3, right?
Yes, you are. But you haven't gained the effects of it yet. So you will still get +3. You just don't have the extra skills. So.
Say again.
No, yeah, you gain the 3.
Okay, gotcha.
So now his attack is going to be to just lift you up and just pile drive you into the ground. 17.
Oh yeah.
All right, so he just lifts you up and just drives you over his shoulder back into the ground.
Ow.
Yep. You suffer 4 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. You're not grappled anymore, though.
Can I try to do like a sweeping kick from the ground?
Like to knock him on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
before I see him doing that, can I use I'm not gonna say it right. Prestidigitation to whisper in the other guy's ear, look out behind you.
Yeah.
Can I amplify that by casting thaumaturgy on it to make it ominous whispers?
Roll a perception check to see if you see him casting it.
20, not natural.
Yeah, I mean you can. So do a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage, which you guys are lucky as hell because that's a nat 20. What's your spell save DC?
Mine.
13, right?
Yeah. I don't know what his is probably the same.
All right, so you do that, and he kind of takes a look back real quick. So Varian, roll with advantage on your sweeping kick.
Oh, well. Same thing. 18.
18 does hit. Roll for damage.
4.
All right, you take the opportunity when he looks over his shoulder to just sweep his leg. Bam! He's on the ground. You still have movement. Do you want to stand up while he's on the ground?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're standing, and he's on the ground.
Teabag him.
So he's gonna use his action to quickly stand up. Yeah, it's not that easy. You're fighting good today, and he's going to like spin his one fist in front of you and then just punch you with his other fist. That's an 11.
Uh-uh.
All right, so you quickly, I mean, you see right through the ruse, and you dodge out of his punch. What are you doing?
As I dodge, can I like jump back like 10 feet, 5 or 10? Like, yeah, jump back 10 feet, and then get in the crane position.
He will get an attack of opportunity on you, but yeah, you can.
That's fine.
Oh.
All right, so he misses with his right, and he swings quickly with his left. It's a wild swing and misses, just catches air. You assume the crane position.
Yeah. I'll hold my action, wait for him to approach.
Shit.
Oh, this is the moment.
He's gonna die. This is it. Game over, Bull.
He charges you in like a spear tackle position, but you are waiting for him, so make your attack.
You know what I'm doing. All right.
You're just kicking him.
Nail this.
No.
Oh, yes. Plus my strength 18.
It does hit. Roll for damage.
If I roll a 3, is that a 1 or 2? What around?
That's a 2.
2.
That's a 2.
So 4 damage.
All right. He looks dazed for a second, but his momentum is carrying him forward into you. 15 against AC.
Hit.
All right, so he slams to, like, your leg comes up and it hits him, and he goes underneath your leg and just picks you up and drives you down on top of a table. And you land on your back on the table. And the legs give out on the table, and it crushes underneath your weight. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and both of you are prone on the ground.
Can I attempt to, like, when he's on? Is he on top of me, or is he next to me?
Yeah, he's basically on top of you. Blood just streaming out of his nose, but he's kind of got you like tackled. He doesn't have you grappled, but he's kind of on top of you. You guys are both kind of in a pile on this table.
Can I attempt to, like, spin over and get on top of him?
Yeah, sure. Roll athletics check.
That's gonna be good. What you said, athletics?
Yep, athletics.
18.
All right, you managed to get on top.
I'll grab one of the table legs and just swing at him with the table leg right across the face.
Improvise weapon. Yes.
For sure. All right, roll an attack. Do you have proficiency with simple weapons?
Should.
I have. Yeah, I do.
So you will gain proficiency with this strike.
So what does that mean?
So add your strength and your proficiency to your modifier.
Nat 20. No fucking way.
Get dead.
2d4 plus your strength modifier damage.
A 4 and a 4. So that's 8, 9, 10, 12.
So with a resounding thwack, and there's a large gash that forms on the top of his head. He is knocked out. He is asleep.
Woohoo!
I'll stand up, put my foot on his chest, and then imitate his flex that he did in the beginning of the fight.
You're not gonna
Roll a performance check.
I'm disappointed.
I'm not done yet, Suze. Don't tell me. Performance check. 5. 4.
The crowd was like really excited, and now they're like, "Oh, in poor taste."
I'm so pumped. So I run up to him, high five in one air, pour any storm on my other hand, ready for him to take a victory drink.
All right.
This is the moment it happens.
I'll lay it down on the ground and put my hand up, and then my mouth open, just waiting for it.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. At this point, between your blood loss and how much alcohol you've consumed, you are feeling quite drunk. But the crowd loves it. So now they were kind of like, but now they're back into it, and everybody's clapping, and yeah. So everyone who made bets makes their way over to the bookkeeper. Kaylin, you're given 2 golden trines. Sigurd, you are also given 2 golden trines, or not trines, pence.
200 copper.
Nope. Gold. Nope. Exchange rate.
Carrick, you are given a total of 44 golden pence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scoot over to the bar and just put my arms on it and just freaking just exhausted, just completely just like not moving.
Sure. What was your health at?
5.
That was a really good fight.
Yeah, this I would have been real dead if it wasn't for the second wind. Or on knocked out.
So by now people have kind of got like the smelling salts out and woken the bull up, and he's kind of moving around. He's like, "Oh shit, I lost." He comes up to the bar and he pushes another 3 gold pence to over across the bar, and a mug is brought out, and he sets it down in front of you, and he says, "Hell of a good fight. Let's do it again sometime."
I hold my hand out in front of him in the air.
He goes for the high five.
Yes.
I use prestidigitation to clean Marion up a little bit. Make him look presentable. Maybe slick his hair back.
I'm gonna lean over to Tanis and roll my eyes and say, "Boys."
Don't let Tanis's demeanor fool you. She wishes she was in the ring.
So much. So much.
So yeah, what's everybody doing?
So what time is it now?
It's
How long
probably.
did that take?
I mean, it didn't take that long. It's probably between 4 and 5.
Is there any women looking my way after the fight?
No.
There are if I make it rain gold from our winnings.
There are a couple.
Can I beckon towards a brunette?
Can I roll to see if they're actually men?
Can I use Mage Hand to give her a little nudge towards Marion?
Okay, so many things happening. First off, Varian, I need you to roll a persuasion check. Sigurd, I need you to roll a perception check.
15.
Okay.
19.
Sigurd, neither of them are men, but they are not the best looking women you've ever seen.
But he's real drunk, right?
He is.
Yeah, all right. So we're good.
Yeah.
I allow them to pass by.
They're at
Car-
least ones, right?
I'll give him like a 1.2.
Yeah.
Wait.
Carrick.
1.2.
Yeah.
Can I
yeah, Carrick,
No
you,
one bees.
your best judgment, and you give a little mage hand nudge. One of the women does come over, and she says, "Wow, what a fight!"
So you like the fighting type, huh?
I guess, yeah.
I'm kind of a big deal. You wanna go up into one of these rooms real quick?
Can I roll to see if they're of age?
They are.
I feel like that has a different meaning back in Dungeons and Dragons time.
Just making sure.
Dragons.
Roll a persuasion check.
With disadvantage.
Sounds like performance to me.
Yes, with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
I heard
That was a great.
Why is this
maybe
Uh,
deception.
happening?
Come later.
14.
She says, "Well, I guess."
That's always what you want to hear.
I'll like put my arm around her. Most of my weight is on her, and kind of try to like scoot her up the stairs. Can barely walk.
You're lucky she's strong.
I take that back. She's a 1. Just a solid 1, Zach.
I mean, luckily he's drunk.
Yeah.
Is it like, I know I'm drunk, so she definitely looks like a 10, but does she really look like the chick from Dodgeball, the freaking Stephanopoulos or whatever?
She's not terrible.
Where's my phone?
Does she have one eyebrow or 2?
2.
Okay, then she's not that bad.
Whatever, she's getting your ass up the stairs. She have no eyebrows. And she's still go.
But there is hair in her armpits and a little bit on her legs.
Oh man.
I don't think they really had razors.
No. So yeah, Varian retires for the night.
Might not take that long.
Oh.
Oh, but he's gonna pass out.
Yeah. That's her.
Yeah, no, I'm very well aware of dodgeball, yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Trilena and pay for Varian's room.
Okay, yeah. I mean, she still has your guys' rooms reserved from, the night that you stayed. So she says, "Oh, cheers."
I go West Cigarette and I drop her for the gold coins I won as payment for the damages that got caused by smashing a table over someone's face.
Dear, no, the bull already paid for that. That's what he brought the money over for to begin with.
Oh, well then
I just I'm gonna throw a couple anyways.
Yeah.
Pay for the girl that I went up with.
Well, that's just the whole other
In that case, this is for that poor soul that just went upstairs.
for tomorrow.
Maybe get her eyebrows plucked a little bit afterwards.
Awful. All right, so what are the rest of you doing? I mean, the bar is being picked up and everything's being brought around. People are still ordering drinks and kind of being rowdy. There's talk of more fights that are going to go on later and bets and things of that nature. But
How do I get in on that?
Is Barthen in the inn?
roll a perception check.
He is not.
Can I also look for Barfus?
6.
I mean, you can give him advantage, or I want to make it so like you have to have proficiency to aid in a check. Do you have proficiency in perception?
Investigation.
Perception has a black dot.
Yeah, she does.
You do. So you get advantage, Sigurd.
That's helpful.
Good gracious.
8.
You look around, but the only thing you find is your next Vandalin blue ribbon.
Yes.
Shocking.
I'm sitting at the bar. I'm nudging Carrick to come sit by me.
Ooh, I sit down and ask what he got.
Why only the best, Carrick? A Vandalin blue ribbon. Would you like one?
I would, good sir.
Mix it with root beer.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty drunk at this point, so this is just gonna get better.
I'm not doing so hot myself.
The last time this happened, I missed half a day because I passed out.
Do I need to do a performance check now that I've entered the room?
Sure.
No, she got 4 gold, dude. You're gonna be great no matter what happens.
Roll a performance check with a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a 19, and that's a 9. All right, an 8. Solid 8.
Well, I mean, you enjoy yourself.
Oh.
It counts.
That's all that matters.
All right, back in the bar.
Still counts.
Trilena, can you come here a second?
Yes, dear. What can I help you with?
Do you have the means to make chocolate milk?
Oh,
I suppose.
That's all I need for now. Thank you.
can I ask Trilena if she has seen?
It just clicked.
Really? It took you that long?
I was doing something else for a second.
The horses.
Orphan.
Can I ask Trilena if she's seen Barthen or knows where he might be?
Well, she has much better perception than any of you. She says, "Well, dear, I haven't seen him around, but I have seen his two hands. They're in the bar just over there."
Where's the rest of his
Wonderful,
body?
thank you. And I go and head over to talk to them.
Okay. I missed what was said.
Oh, I need to stop drinking.
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
You head over to the table and talk to them.
Suze, you would have liked it. I said, "Where's the rest of his body?" Because his two hands are over at the bar.
It was better the first time because he like whispered it to where like no one heard it.
I'm so upset.
Oh my god!
And yet at the same time, I respect it. I do. That was a very great
so
joke.
happy.
I go over and talk to them and make sure they're going to be available tomorrow to see if we can get transportation out of town, considering it looks like we're not going anywhere this evening.
Well, we should be there in the morning, but I'm not sure what time. We'll probably carry on for another 6 hours.
Do you have enough horses for the 5 of us? Or a wagon? Did you hear Matt?
Oh, what did he say?
He whispered to me, "We're a wagon."
Oh. He says, "Well, probably not enough horses, but we do have the wagon where are you trying to go?" You can see him trying to like come out of his state to try and answer business questions.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're going to be there tomorrow morning, I doubt my party is going to be up any earlier than you are, especially with the shape that Varian is in. So we'll come talk tomorrow. Just if anybody comes by and tries to take all of the horses or wagons, try and stall them till we get there.
All right, yeah. And he takes another big swallow of the ale that he's working on. Hey, you're not half bad. Could I?
That's the only thing we're drinking at the lake house this year.
You're going to have to make all of them first.
Worth it.
Yeah, what else do we do up there?
Everyone just needs one piece of tape.
You acknowledge him at all?
I sort of, what did he say? I'm sorry, I got distracted by the Fandle and blue ribbon.
He said, "You're not half bad. Could I see you?"
Is that Rick?
What?
I appreciate the compliment and smile at him, but tell him that I generally prefer my partners a little more sober and kind of nicely pat him and walk away.
And his friend that's sitting next to him was like, "Oh."
Oh shit.
So,
There's a fly in here.
I thought Steph farted.
you just looked like you were sort of like
Oh, there's like a fly. Like
From all the way over here.
nope,
Some intense
he is
smell.
now dead. Got him. So, I mean, are you guys raging? Kind of resting? What's up?
The unstoppable force and the immovable object.
I am going to go buy and eat dinner and then retire because everybody else is gonna probably need somebody with a clear head tomorrow.
Ooh, food.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna investigate things while I'm resting.
Sure. So if everyone's gonna kind of just eat, drink a little more, and go to bed, then we can just do all the long rest sort of stuff.
Do they have pizza rolls?
Trilena checks in the back and nothing. Not even a calzone.
Shit.
I'll just have another PBR.
As
Are there
usual.
any bar nuts on the counter?
What?
No, but there's two hands.
And some bar nuts at the counter.
There are,
Oh.
there are bar nuts at the counter.
Buzzing. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Carrick and I are just gonna trade PBR for PBR and then eventually go to sleep.
Or PTFO.
So you guys are going mug for mug. You get to a point and Carrick just slumps over onto the bar. And Sigurd, you just keep going.
Win.
But it's cool because I use Mage Hand to keep the beer tipped towards my lips. I can't live my own hands.
So you're gonna drown. Sure.
You're right.
I'm gonna carry him up to our room and head up for the night.
Yep.
Not
Ooh.
like super great.
Ooh.
Roll a performance check.
Yeah. Definitely.
Come on, natural 20. Damn.
He's a lady.
12?
Well, you have a good time. No, you throw him into his bed and close the door, and you guys get some sleep. So let's do leveling, and you're gonna investigate. So let's do that too.
Now? Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast.
Yeah, go, and then we'll.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
if we're long resting, do I go back up to full health?
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet.
We are long resting, so everybody go back up to full health. Recover half of your level, rounded up in hit dice.
The maximum we can have is 3 now?
3, yes.
Wait. So I use one, so I have that. So what do I get now?
You're gonna get half your level rounded up, but we're becoming level 3, so you get 2.
Have we long rest?
I get a charge back on J Pro.
Never mind.
You roll for it, but yeah.
I'm only down a
Yeah.
one.
So you...
Yeah,
And you get a chance to make your health bigger.
we all know how well that worked last time.
So everybody roll to increase your maximum hit points, and then I'm gonna need that number so I can
Roll the hit dice. Plus,
Please do better this time.
Plus
Do you
what?
allow
fire. Marion.
Yay!
oh, poop.
It's our hit dice plus what?
Constitution modifier.
Why?
Get a roll your hit die.
Oh my god, I'm a god.
I like
Get a
it.
roll your hit die.
I don't know what that.
The thing that you were just talking about?
Yeah.
Roll that die.
I don't want. I rolled really well on the other one.
What'd you roll? What are you at, Marion?
I'm at 32.
Holy hell.
So I roll this one.
You rolled a 10?
Rolled a-
Again?
I rolled a 9
Oh,
with a plus 2. It's 11.
Sigurd.
So
Do you-
that plus your constitution modifier is your new. Oh, sorry. Do I get
You get a +1 as well.
because of my disciple of life or
Dwarf.
dwarf? So
Dwarf. Yes.
it's die plus constitution plus 1.
Yep.
So I'm at 27 total.
Alright, what are we doing?
One second. You're rolling to increase your hit points, so you have to roll your
It's good because you did really poorly.
roll your hit die and add your constitution, add that to your total. Tanis.
I got 10, so I'm now at 25.
25.
He's getting tanky.
Oh, that sucked.
Considering I was living at 15 last time.
Carrick.
Oh, great.
I got a 4, so I'm at 19.
Yeah, Carrick.
Woo!
For Constitution, did you roll a 2?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, you don't get plus 19.
I want plus 19.
You don't get to roll a d20. You're not
Wait.
like Goliath mech warrior.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you did it right, Kaylin.
I got 3, so I'm at 17.
You guys are so good at
I
this.
rolled a what?
Hey, last time I rolled a 5.
Squishy, stay squishy.
Yep, they do. Also, spellcasters get spell slots. Does anybody have a magical item that they want to look at or attune to, or any other items?
I want to look at Glassstaff staff.
Yep. So you spend a half hour or so with it.
Spend like 6 hours with it.
Well, it only takes a half hour. You discover it to be a staff of defense. So it acts as a quarterstaff. So quarterstaff stats are.
I'm going to give it to Carrick, so Carrick, write this down.
Carrick. It's called a staff of defense. It is a quarterstaff. So it deals 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
So,
Or you can use it in 2 hands and you can deal 1d8 damage.
plus your
Plus your strength. Yes.
Which is 0.
Yeah, nail it.
strength, and then plus 1.
And Carrick, you would be proficient in it, so your
Easier later.
attack bonus would be +2. And damage would be 1d6 or 1d8 with it. But
So 1d6 plus 2 or 1d8 plus 2.
You can roll 1d10 instead.
no,
No, the attack bonus, what you add to your attack roll, not your damage roll, is +2.
Oh, got it.
but like I said, it is a staff of defense.
It doesn't have an
And it weighs 3
Your
pounds.
attack bonus is the same as.
So
Should be your strength plus your proficiency.
apparently,
Not sure why.
Oh.
Plus 6.
it's a special one. So, Carrick, while you hold it, you have a +1 bonus to your armor class.
I might be.
It also has 10 charges,
I'll just let him tell.
which can be used to cast spells out of it. You can use 1 charge to cast mage armor on yourself, and you can use 2 charges to cast shield.
Ooh,
Does
shield's
that
good.
Take the place of my spell slots.
No, it uses charges of the staff.
So, like, I don't have to use spell slots then to do that?
Correct.
Okay. So you said 1 for mage armor.
And 2 for shield.
It's still going to use an action, though, isn't it, Ricky?
It will still use whatever the spell takes. Shield is a reaction. Mage armor is an action.
Do the slots regenerate?
Yes, and the staff regains 1d6 plus 4 charges at dawn.
Cool.
If you expend the last charge, you roll a d20. If you roll a 1, the staff shatters.
One sec.
So don't do that.
I'm going to copy all this into my own little
Obviously.
book, and then I'll give it to Carrick.
Okay. Are you trying to discover properties about anything else that you own?
Can I spend time with my sword?
Yes, you can.
Can I identify the gems that
That's
I
kind
have?
of hot.
Do so.
I'll do so.
Okay. So roll a intelligence check.
So it's 1d6 you said at dawn?
1d6 plus 4.
1d6 plus 4 at dawn.
Use all.
You look at the stones. You don't. I mean, all you know is one is the orange ones are carnelians, and the green are peridot. You don't know what they're worth, though.
Zach, did you add the gold from your betting also?
Yep.
Okay.
I also then spent 4 of it to make the girl like you.
So Tanis, you said you're spending time with the sword.
Yeah.
All right. So
Don't worry, I got you when you wake up.
the sword's name is Talon. It is a long sword +1, so it is a one-handed weapon that deals 1d8 slashing damage. But it is versatile, so you can wield it with 2 hands and deal 1d10 damage. However, it is a +1 longsword. So let me find your character sheet so we can figure out this out. So if you were to use it, your attack bonus would be +6. And your damage with it would be 1d6 +4 or 1d8 +4 or 1d10 +4.
Damn.
Okay.
That's gonna hurt.
So wait, Talon is the same as the Blackhawk sword, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure there's lots of names, so I want to make sure I'm not doing 2 different things.
Yep. So before we head out, for the next bit, just tell me which weapon you're using, and we can go from there.
We can carry 2 on us at a time.
You can carry whatever your encumbrance allows.
Yeah, I mean but you can only have 2 hands of weapons at a time.
Do I get any experience for the bowl?
Yes, you do. I was gonna get to that. You get.
You don't have to. I just because he still
Are
using
you
his starter.
fine?
Do you want to be muted?
No.
Oh, go.
When I found those green gems, which I'm assuming are the same green gems that Kaylin is looking at, but did I recognize them? Did I check that I recognize them? Should I do that now?
Roll an intelligence check. Also, Varian, 30 experience points for the fight. Add 10. Carrick, get 10.
For the fight?
No, for other role-playing stuff.
What was the base that everybody got?
We didn't get experience.
We didn't have any fights.
We didn't do anything.
We did a lot of talking.
I got 10.
10?
No, an 11.
Oh, an 11. So you... you do recognize the gems as malachite, but you don't know their value.
Okay.
How much does an empty bottle of wine weigh?
2 pounds.
2 pounds.
Nice. So I made up the difference in the staff right there.
Is the bottle empty?
Yeah,
It's gotta be real close. What was left in I probably missed trying to pour it on the Varian's face when he was taking a shot laying down.
Are you keeping the empty bottle?
Is it worth it to keep a bottle? To fill it with crap later on?
You can make like a sandscape or something.
Like Zelda bottles are always super important, so I don't know how that.
Can you catch a Poe in it? And if you get a magic one, you get extra rupees.
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions before we head
Why
out?
not? You can't give the bottle up and not take that chance. I'll probably have to sit down and talk more about my weapon situation with you, Eric.
That's cool. Yeah, just let me know.
Or anybody who wants to talk weapons.
Eric, I've changed my prepared spells while we were resting
That's fine.
and added aid to my repertoire.
If we're still streaming, thanks everybody for hanging out. We're probably just going to do logistical crap. So it was real fun hanging out. Check us out on at Starting Equipment on Facebook or at Starting Equip on Twitter. Follow this channel and you can see when we're streaming. Usually it's Monday nights at 7 Central.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.